Welcome to our OYE Valentine's Day special. We are live here at the Fort George Hotel and Spa. And Paul, we are thrilled to infuse you with a dose of romance and love on this special day, Valentine's Day.
You are absolutely right, Sabrina. Folks, get ready for a morning filled with love, laughter, and everything in between.
Yes.
Right? Whether you are blissfully coupled up, happily singled, or somewhere in between, we've got something for each and every one of you this morning.
That's perfectly right, Paul. Well, this morning we'll be like many other Valentine's Day special. We'll be introducing you to some lovely couples who will be able to tell a bit of their story, maybe even give some advice, and really and truly just celebrate Valentine's Day here with us, Paul.
That's absolutely right. And so wherever you are, if you're at home, still just waking up, snuggled up, or if you are on your way to work, or if you're already at work, we want to thank you for joining us, for being here with us this morning, and we definitely want to encourage you to stay tuned, because certainly there's a lot of giveaways as well that we have for you this morning, and a lot of entertainment. This is going to be a lovely show.
Yes, that's right. But we are going to be taking our first break. But as you mentioned, Paul, we do have giveaways for our viewers. I always enjoy these specials because we're able to really include our viewers in the celebration. So this morning we have our first Facebook giveaway. Now, in the comment section, the first person to say, what does Valentine's Day mean to them? They get an opportunity to win a gift certificate for 2 from Tony's Barbecue. So let us know in the comment section on Facebook, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Sabrina, while people seek to answer that question in the Facebook comments, I must say that we are at a lovely venue. I know you brought it up earlier as when we opened, but I feel like I stepped off the street and
into
I was
a whole other world.
Into a whole other world. I remember this area before all of this renovation was undertaken. To come in here for the first time since reopening, I mean, it's just so beautiful. The greenery behind us, the area, the cafe area where you could sit and you could have a beautiful, relaxing time. It's just a beautiful venue, and I think that we chose no other better place to have this Valentine's special than right here.
Absolutely. I came here this morning and I was stunned at how beautiful it is, and we are only in one portion of this property. As you mentioned, there's the Treehouse restaurant and cafe for persons who still have not made their plans to get their loved ones out for dinner or maybe even lunch. You can definitely stop by here at the Fort George Hotel and Spa and find out what's a good option for you and your loved one. But yes, Paul, we will be bringing our Valentine's Day special right here, and we want you guys to stay tuned with us because we have loads of giveaways and a lot of really entertaining conversation geared up for this morning's show.
All right, so with that,
we got to take our first break. And when we come back, we'll be introducing you to our couples for the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back with OYE's Valentine's Day special. Welcome back to our Open Your Eyes Valentine's Day special. We are live here at the Fort George Hotel and Spa, and we have a lovely show planned out for you. As promised before the break, we mentioned that we'll be speaking to some lovely couples, and we have them here with us this morning. Paul, we're going to be getting to know these couples this morning.
I am looking forward to it, Sabrina. I see some lovely smiles on their faces. Everybody seems excited for Valentine's Day, and I know they have plans. And what better way to start the day and to start those plans right here on Open Your Eyes.
That is right. But we're going to get to know them just a little bit. Just to give you who we have here with us this morning, to my immediate left, we have here with us Adriani Coleman, Mrs. Adriani Coleman, and Mr. Nigel Coleman. Could you raise your hand just so we can know who we're talking about?
Present.
And in the middle, we have with us Tiana Sterling, who is no stranger to Channel 5. And with her is Shawnee Perez. Could you raise your hand? And to the far end is Mr. and Mrs. Forrester. We have here with us Kevin Forrester and Shakira Forrester. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by with us this morning and celebrating love with us. Yeah, everyone's feeling good? Yes. All right, well, let's get to know each and every one of you. We're going to be asking a bit of your stories of how you met and how the journey has been so far. Let's start with you, Adriani, or Mr. and Mrs. Coleman, I should say.
Okay, wow. We met in 1996.
Wow.
So way before you guys are
Not
born.
to age you, right?
No.
Not to age you
Not
guys.
to age me at all. But we didn't start to date until 2000.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, so we were friends and then, then we
Who
became-
initiated the dating conversation? Was it him or you?
It was me.
It was.
Oh, talk about going for what you want. Now, Mr. Coleman, tell us from your perspective, what was it like with your wife approaching you and showing her interest? Was that something a little bit daunting, or were you happy that she made the first step?
The thing is, well, I definitely was happy, but the thing is, this was before the internet.
Yeah. You have to go. You have to go
social
to
media.
people's house.
So, a mutual friend of ours, it was either a note or a message. She met me on Queen Street and said, "Hey, you know, I have a friend that wants to meet you." Okay, and well, you know, back in the days, I mean, I might think, well,
Yeah, of course.
let me check my agenda, see if I can. But we set up a little meet, and we met, and she was very nice, and we were friends from there. She's a little bit younger than me, so I wasn't really into pursuing that until she was at junior college, and then we started to date, and that was it.
All right, so it's been a very long time, from 2000 to 2024.
Right.
Well, it doesn't seem so long living it. You know, it's been
Time
good.
flies when you're having fun.
And how long after did you both get married?
We got married in 2005.
So
Wow,
a
very
bit
nice.
later. Yeah.
So this year will be 19 years.
Wow. I'm amazed by the no technology perspective.
Yeah.
You meet some.
A lot of handwritten letters.
Right.
Would you say it was better then, or is it better
I think
now?
so, because you know, my dad loved Jim Reeves, right? So like I would on a letter write, "If all of the stars were a million guitars and you were the girl of my dreams."
You know, we don't do those
These young
things.
people not
You
doing
know,
like that,
No,
no way.
Serena, it's all about WhatsApp messages, and you get everything out on the WhatsApp
Yep.
message.
We
and
have Chat GPT write us a romantic message. Yes, but we will definitely get to hear a bit more of your story. Let's move on over to Mr. and Mrs. Forrester. Now, we want to know your stories as well. When did you guys meet, and let us know how that started.
She tells it so much better.
All right,
let's-
I love
let's
it.
go.
Well, we met in 2016. We met at a Bible study, actually. And I remember they had asked everybody to greet somebody at the Bible study. And I'm a hugger, naturally. I hug up on everybody that I would meet. And, and he likes hugs. So I hugged him, and well, actually, it was supposed to be a shake hand because he came trying to, shake my hand. I'm like,
Very
no,
respectful.
yeah,
Right,
I'm like,
gentleman.
no, come and give me a hug. You know,
Wow.
bring it in. And I guess that was the hug that captivated him.
Yeah.
And then he kind of kept eyes on me, but I did not like him. I just want to point that out. I did not like him. He was not my type. Did not find him cute any at
You're
all.
really layering it down there, Mrs. Forrester.
But look at us now.
Yeah.
Happily married, right?
Very happily married.
Let's talk a bit about that decision towards taking that journey of marriage. Going from, me not like see you, and I don't think something happened here, to now being happily married. How did that conversation kick up, and, you know?
Well, that was entirely more so God.
Yeah.
Because I've had several girlfriends before, and I said, God, I'm tired of looking.
Yeah.
You have to help to bring me one now. And when we were friends and we started to feel like we want to step it up from just being friends, we had to spend some time with our present common pastor that was in our lives at that time, and then we spent some time before God, fasted before God. And it was there God revealed her to me and me to her, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then we were like, we could deal with that. And then we moved forward.
Yeah.
Did it culminate with a Facebook status change?
No, I'm not much of a Facebook
Just checking because
person then.
all right, good. Just checking
No.
because we went from no technology to an era of technology, and so
Yeah.
you know.
But I want to say that the conversation about us becoming friends started on Facebook.
Okay.
Because we were in a singles chat, a Christian singles chat. We were supposed to have a meeting.
That I didn't message much in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was not active in it. So I did not know the dude was on it. Right?
Yeah.
And then, mind you, when I met him, he was with another young lady who was his friend. So
That's a friend.
you know, I thought it was his girlfriend. So he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I'm not gonna make
Man.
it." So I jumped in his inbox. I'm like, "Hey, but you're not single." And then he was like, "Yes, I am." I said, "Well, you could fool me."
With all them posts.
Not him
Yeah.
not you putting him on the spot. Tell him what you doing at this chat. You don't belong, yeah?
That's right. And then that's how our friendship began. I was very confronting with it, you know, telling him you are not single, and he insisted he was. And so, you know, I decided, okay, we're gonna be friends. You know, since you are saying you're single, but I still don't believe you. We're good at friends.
Yeah.
So he got friend zone, I got friend zone.
Wow. And how long have you both been married now?
For 4 years.
Wow.
years. Wow.
It doesn't even feel that long. And I'm saying it doesn't feel that long. I know it's weird that I said it.
Right.
Because I've known Mr. Forrester because he was a teacher at the school that I went to. You didn't teach me, right, Mr. Forrester?
No.
No. But I've known you because of high school, and we were friends on Facebook too. So when I saw Mr. Forrester get married, I said, oh my gosh, congrats. And now it's like 4 years later. But yes, so we have the Forresters over there. In the middle, though, we have our celebrity, Miss Tiana Sterling, with her love, Shawnee Perez. Now, Tiani and Shawnee, you guys are the youngest of the bunch. So we want to know, you know, if technology was involved, if yes or no. But let us know a bit about your relationship.
Technology was involved.
Clearly.
When I was on KTV and what's not, after I got eliminated and I came off, I still had my TikTok that I was doing my singing videos, and I was live on my TikTok, and she actually joined my live and started commenting. And I click her profile, like, man, she look good, like, you know. And then like we start chat on TikTok, and then it gone further to the WhatsApp, and then, you know, things start flow, and then bam, we in a relationship.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for KTV.
I hope you're giving us, you know, KTV the credit for that one. But how has it been? Shawnee, let us know.
Yeah, it's been new to me because like I'm not a social media person like that. So being on TikTok, I was just on the live just to support, sending likes. But after a while, I guess the voice got to me.
I was just going to ask if it was the voice.
Yes, after a while. So I start join the live more, just support. Then after that, it just start flow after that.
Yeah.
Then the relationship is good.
And how long have you guys been together?
2023, going for 4 months.
Okay, wow. So young love.
Yeah.
I love that we have quite a representation of different stages. You know, we have over a decade, we have half of a decade, and now we have 4 months. So young love. And I'm looking forward to hearing advice from each and every one of you as couples as well. But
I mean, Sabrina, since you went there, let's get that question in.
All right.
So for the married couple that have been married the longest, what's one of your key advices for couples, young couples, upcoming couples,
Well, I think
from the men's perspective?
with young couples, I think they need to realize that, you know, when you start dating and when you're newly married, I mean, it's like you're skyrocketing, right?
Yeah.
And then you end up plateauing, and then you fall. But you have to find somewhere balanced, over the middle to fall at so that you have consistency. Because, Monday you're in love, Tuesday you're upset, Wednesday you're okay, Thursday you're in love, Friday, Saturday, Sunday you're annoyed because one went out the weekend so you have to find where it's consistent.
Yeah.
So you could be okay. Some people say, I am happily married. It's
not always happy?
Okay. It's okay to be okayly married.
Oh.
You can just be married.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like when somebody says, I really, really love my wife. Like,
Sometimes you just like your wife.
It's okay to just be okay.
Yeah. Mr. Forrester, I see you nodding in approval. Let us know, is that confirmation?
Yeah, it is like that because really love is a choice. Yes, there are the feelings that are involved in the beginning and all of that, but to make it long lasting, it's a choice. And one thing I just want to throw in there, marry for purpose. Because looks can fade. Feelings can fluctuate, but purpose builds. So make sure that the person you're with is in line with that vision, that mission for your life. And then it will always be a teamwork to make that dream work.
You said that love is a choice. Now, I have to say, I think it was just this week on the radio, I heard a question being posed to some of the listeners saying, is love something that you have naturally or it builds over time? And I'll ask a second question to support that. Is love at first sight a thing? Is it real, or is it something that you develop?
It surely builds, although love at first sight is a thing.
You think?
Yes, it's
So
possible.
wouldn't you say infatuation? Is it infatuation or is it love?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
Because at first you won't say, man, your soul is so beautiful.
I'm so in love.
You'll see their face and you'll see other things first. But as you get to know a person, you get to know their likes, their dislikes, you see, okay, I could see where I could compromise here, I could fit in here. Because if we get into what love is, we won't finish here, but love is sacrifice as well. So for it to last, it must be not all you, not all the other partner. It's about working this thing out together. And biblically, it's a threefold cord. So the two at each other it won't work.
Yeah.
There must be an extra hold for it to go.
Yeah.
Tiana and Shawnee, when you hear the word love and when you think about love, don't only tell me the feeling that it evokes, the butterflies and all that good feeling, but also what does it mean, that word means to both of you?
When it comes to love, that's just not a word where I throw wrong unless I know I genuinely mean it. Even though she said she loved me first, I was not. It kind of build the love you have with somebody. It build, and once you know, like for sure, like yes, I could see my person that do this type of things with this person and what's not. Then you know that the love, you know.
Yeah.
Shawnee?
I love the patience, because you have to have a lot of patience, because you just like you have to have a lot of understanding too, because if you don't understand your partner, then nothing will work. Communication, that more important to me than love, because without communication then it not work.
You just said Tiana require a lot of patience and understanding. All right, so that's our cue, Sabrina. That's our cue to take our second break for the morning. What you say?
Yeah, I totally agree. I love where the conversation is going. We've been hearing a lot about what the couples feel about love, and if you know, how you know if you do love someone. Is it something that happens naturally, or does it build over time? Do you choose to love someone versus just relying on a feeling that you might have? But we'll be talking much more about that L word, Paul. But before we take our break, we have a second giveaway. Actually, we want to say who was our first winner for the first giveaway. And we asked you guys on Facebook to let us know in the comments, what does Valentine's Day mean to you? We had our first person who responded, and his name is Keon Perez. He gave us a lovely message. So you get 2 gift certificates from Tony's Barbecue. But we got a second Facebook giveaway for you guys who missed out. Now this question is for you. A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman, Paul, an attractive girl named Sarah. The bus driver had to go on a long bus trip that would last a week. Before he left, he gave Sarah 7 apples. Why? Let us know in the comment section why he gave Sarah 7 apples. The first person to answer with the correct answer gets 2 gift certificates from Tony's Barbecue. Let us know in the comment section, and we're going to let you know who wins after the break. Guys, we got to take our break, and when we come back, OYE's Valentine's Day special continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out. All right, and welcome back to Open Your Eyes Valentine's Day special right here at the Fort George Hotel and Spa. A beautiful background, beautiful setting with some lovely couples. And so in this segment, we're gonna jump right into our couples trivia. Right? The trivia is called the he or she. And so what's going to happen right now is each couple has a list of questions in front of them.
Yes.
And it's all about who the question refers to. They're going to answer, they're going to choose. For example, they're going to circle the mustache. If it's the man that question pertains to specifically, or they're going to circle the lip. Or the lipstick, or the lip if it's the woman that refers to. And so that's what's going to happen with this trivia. And so couples, you could turn your paper over and you could begin to answer all of those questions. And we're going to give you some time. Have fun with it. There's a pen right there for you guys. Just have fun with it, and then we will get back to you when we feel like you've finished answering all the questions.
Now I'm excited to hear some of these answers. During the break they were going over it a bit, Paul, and they were already having some back and forth. It's like, no, that was you. No, that was you. Yeah. So we're gonna find out just what those decisions were at the end. But Paul, of course, we are here at the Fort George Hotel and Spa celebrating Valentine's Day, and we have to mention that this is your first Valentine's Day as a husband.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Is it different? Does it feel better? Does it feel different? I mean, you have to say yes.
No, I mean, it feels different in the sense that my Valentine this year is actually my wife. Yeah. Right? Just to say that. Mm-hmm. It's the first time I'm actually getting to say that. It's a person that I've been living with for the past 6, 7, let's not get into time and dates because then I'll get in trouble. And so it's different in that sense, but also it's different because the person, my wife who is my Valentine, I know more about her personally and intimately more than I did last Valentine, and that has a lot to do with us getting married, with us living together, day to day, us seeing each other sometimes for 24 hours straight. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot more intimacy there in the relationship.
You know, I saw this thing online, Paul, where just scrolling through TikTok, and I think it was a guy saying, why is it that every year you still have to ask your person if they would be Your Valentine. And I'll tell you, because I consulted with some ladies that I live around, my sister, my cousins, and for me it makes complete sense. Of course you have to ask every year
Sabrina,
if I could be your Valentine.
This is
but what do you
going
say?
to-
I need your perspective as a man.
This is going to be one of those things I grapple with on a yearly
Yes.
basis, right? Because it was only over the weekend that I was laying in bed with my wife and I asked her, I said, has anybody asked you to be their Valentine as yet? And she's like, no, my husband hasn't asked us yet. And I questioned it. I was like, so will I have to intentionally ask every year? Can't it be understood that you are my wife, so you are my Valentine? And she said no.
No.
My wife expected.
Amber, I'm rooting for you, girl. You know I have your back. No,
she
you have to ask
expected
every year.
flowers, chocolate, and almost a whole new proposal just to ask to be her Valentine. So I did last night.
Okay, great.
I did that last night just to gain some brownie points for today.
But yes, that's quite an interesting question. We want to know in the comments section, for those couples, the men specifically, do you feel the need to ask your wife or your partner if they should be your Valentines or they could be your Valentines?
Every year.
Every year? Or do you feel like it's a given?
Yeah.
And for you ladies, let us know. Do
It's a
you
given.
feel like they should ask us if we could be their Valentines? Or is it a given? Let us know in the comments. But we have our couples. It seems to be finished with their trivia questions. Now we're going to get into it and hear your feedback on who said what. The first question is, the first person that said, I love you first. The Colemans. Who was it?
Mr. Coleman.
Mr. Coleman. All right. So did you guys have any back and forth? Like, no, it was you. No?
No, I think at that time we were already friends for like 4 years and you know, just hanging out now and again. Then we really started to date.
And how did you know that you loved her?
Well, I always knew somehow that I would end up marrying her. But then I was in another relationship at the time, so I wasn't really sure how, but it ended up working, like all the stars aligned.
You said something really interesting. You said that you always knew that you would end up marrying her. Is that something as men that you know? Because, you know, and that's also that's a whole other rabbit hole we might go down into because, you know, they oftentimes say men know right away. But what about the guys that are with their partners forever, you know, and they just say that it doesn't feel like it's the time yet? Do you know immediately?
Well,
is the question.
I mean, there's like simple questions for me, like, do I see myself with this woman in the future? Can we make a home and a family together? Can we have similar interests? And the answer was yes. I mean, it was more logical and practical for me, more than emotional.
Okay.
All right, so let's move down the chairs. Tiana and Shawnee, what was your answer to that question? So it was you, Shawnee, who said, I love you first.
Yes, I did.
Okay, was it hard coming off the tongue? Was it easy to say?
Did it feel natural?
At first, because we may stand for business.
Huh?
We may stand on business first.
Oh, I'm going to stand on business, standing on business.
Yeah, that's a very like young person lingo.
Sorry, older folks.
Standing on business.
Yeah, right.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Forrester, who said I love you first?
It was I.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, because like Tiana, I don't throw around the love word too much. If I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna mean it.
Right.
It's like I can't turn back from it.
Yeah.
And you're not saying that Miss Shakira didn't mean it.
No, she all right. She meant it. It's just that's how I was.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
Cool.
care.
And how did you know though that you loved him, Miss Shakira?
I think for me, realizing that each day that went by, I didn't want my day to go without him. I started to include him in so many different things, and I just saw, where life seemed to make sense better when he is in it. Yeah. And so it wasn't easy for me to admit that I was actually in love with him, that I loved him, because I came from a brutal past, being hurt by men, and so that love word for me was kind of like, but then I just started to just trust God with how I was feeling, and I just kind of blurted out like, "I love you, man,"
And how did you receive it? What did it feel like to you hearing that?
Yeah, I had to really process it because the way I'm wired, I process things. Because love can be used for a lot of things. I love noodles. I love watermelon.
I love chocolate.
All right.
Yeah.
But love, so I've been processing it ever since, and it's been great.
So here's the second question as we jump right into it. Who initiated the first
kiss?
Kiss? Who did that? So let's go right over to the Foresters. We already have you on the hot seat, so let's do it. Who initiated that first kiss?
My wife is a bit more emotional than I. So she did.
She did.
And aggressive.
I love it. All right, so let's move on down. Tiana and Shani, who initiated the first kiss?
I did again.
I'm sensing a pattern here, ladies.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sensing a pattern here. I think we can tell who has the alpha personalities. Or more emotional. Let's go. All right, the Colemans, who initiated the first kiss?
Mr. Coleman.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Again, we have quite a pattern.
No, listen, Mr. Coleman has been on a trend in terms of taking some first actions and some first decisive steps. So,
Very logical fella.
not surprised. All right, so here's one that's been the debate for generations. Who has the better sense of direction? When they drive or even when they're at a location. My wife, for example, we could get somewhere and she don't know north, south, east, or west. And I know some people that are directionally challenged like that, right? So I want to ask you all, who has the better sense of direction? Starting with Tiana and Shani.
I do.
You do.
You have the better.
You agree with that, Tiana?
In some sense,
Yeah,
yes.
tell me.
But sometimes she doesn't know where we are going, and
Yeah.
I want to direct, and she still wouldn't know, and then just make I do it.
Yeah, and you just take over. The Colemans?
Well,
Definitely. My husband has the better sense of direction.
Yeah.
Out of doubt.
I'm more practical. I come from an engineering background,
Okay.
more logical, but I think we fit traditional gender roles to I do men's stuff. She does women's stuff.
And
So
I don't want to know north, south, east, or west.
You don't
I love
need to
it.
know
I
north,
love
south,
it.
east, or
Why?
west. Yeah.
Why do I need to think,
Let my husband drive.
Let my husband
fine.
think.
Yes.
So you're trusting him to take you where you need to be.
Completely.
Oh, that's love,
He was
and
my
that's years.
Google map before Google Maps.
All right, I love it. The Foresters, can you guys say the same?
Yes, I have the better sense of direction.
All
Do you?
right.
Yeah. All
The
right.
Grand Theft Auto sense of direction.
Make it interesting.
All right, moving on down the question line. Who's the better dancer? The Colemans.
love.
Who is?
It's me.
You?
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. He has two left feet.
Or no feet.
Oh.
Would
Okay.
you agree with that, Mr.
I
Coleman?
mean, that's subjective.
Yeah.
I dance based on how I feel, And so if I'm feeling it, and I love Belizeans, Belizean music, Super Furia, Rayman, Mr. Peters.
Yeah, a lot of waist movements.
And then you find too, as you're skirting 50, it's easier to go down than to come up. So you start to keep your dancing above level.
Yeah.
sea
No,
level.
I completely agree with you.
No, I almost want to answer this one for Tiana and Shani, but I'll let them answer it. Who's the better dancer of you two?
Definitely me.
Clearly. We saw her moves, some of her moves on KTV as well. So I wanted to answer that question, but yes, no doubt. The Foresters,
Mrs.
yeah, you are the better dancer.
Of course.
Okay.
I feel the dance better than I move to it.
Yeah.
You know what? I get it.
Brother,
I
I
get it.
could relate. I'm the very same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, who's the better driver? The Foresters?
Me.
All right.
Are you?
I heard that bass. He meant that. Tiana and Shani, who's the better driver?
I am.
Okay, Tiana, you can't drive?
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Okay. Okay. And the Colemans?
Definitely Nigel.
All right.
Definitely.
No arguments here.
No argument.
Alrighty. Now,
can do it
who is the most patient one?
I'm more patient
Yeah? What makes you say that?
because she usually starts it. And then when it goes on, she blames me for it, but I'm like, okay. But yeah, I'm the one who, I will listen to her until a certain point. Although at times I want to butt in, but yes, generally I'm more patient. Although at times I've been a bit more impatient, but overall, yeah.
Do you agree, Mrs. Forrester?
Yeah, I'm cut to the chase. Don't take me around the lane. We're gonna go head on direct, get it over with.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And how about you, Tiana and Shani? Who's more patient?
Definitely me have the more patience. I have all the patience in the world.
And what makes you say that?
When it comes to certain things she wants, it have to be done her way, and if you know come and get it done her way, she explode.
Yeah. And you could take your time
Yes.
and you could even be patient with that type of response from her.
So that, like, if she wants me to do something, I have to be patient so I can get it done for her in the way she wants it to be done.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And how about you guys, the Colemans? Who's more patient?
I'm more patient.
You are more patient. Yeah, and what makes you say that?
Well, we have 2 children
Okay.
and 2 dogs and 2 cars.
Wow.
So-
and
So 6 kids.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So I have to choose my battles a lot, you know, and someone has to be the patient one, right? So that's me.
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Well, who wakes up earlier?
Who's the early bird?
No, I wake her up.
And Tiana and Shani, who wakes up first?
I do.
Okay, so you do, Shawnee. And for the Colemans?
Well, my dad was from PG, so I had no choice but to get up 5 o'clock every morning for no reason.
Okay.
You know, you have a flashlight,
Yeah.
just wake up. Why get up for what? So I mean, that's kind of in my DNA to wake up earlier.
And even up to this day, you're still an early riser.
Yes, even though I don't need to get up early,
Yeah.
I still get up early.
It's interesting. Does it change the dynamics of waking up in the morning? Does the dynamic of waking up in the morning change
I
over
have an
time?
internal clock.
Yeah.
So even if I don't have to get up, I just wake up. You know, but that's embedded in my DNA.
As married couples, do you sense where the absence of your partner in bed? Like if they wake up early and you're not necessarily an early riser, do you sense that they're not there?
Maybe in the first 10 years, but after 24 years,
You don't even know.
I mean,
I would say you don't even
need
care.
you need to chill
Yeah.
and stop nitpicking, not maybe nitpick, but stop feeling everything.
Yeah.
Just let it naturally happen.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'd love to get back to that point, but we want to continue with our trivia. Who's the more romantic one?
Whew, a hard question.
Me.
You're
Yes,
romantic.
I'm the mushy one.
Yeah. So does that mean,
Clingy
Kevin, that you're working on that aspect of your
Yes,
relationship?
that is being processed at the moment.
That is being processed. What's the challenge?
The challenge is the balance. I'm a very busy person, and because I'm busy, my mind is on so many things. She's less busy, so her mind might be more on me at the moment. Meanwhile, I'm trying to solve a problem at school or something. So we don't have the same think time on that.
I have the same excuse, my brother. The very same excuse I give my wife, and she doesn't accept it. Tiana and Shani.
I am more
You're
romantic.
more romantic.
Oh, okay.
I got the ones where I asked her to be my Valentine in a cute little way, you know.
Did you?
Yes, I did. From off TikTok, you know, the elite ideas where they got from TikTok.
Technology again.
I do all the handwritten notes and things still. So
So what did you do?
There was this TikTok video that I saw that well, she may send it to me and I'm like, okay, you give me ideas.
Ideas, yeah.
So it was like a Pandora ring.
Okay.
And we were on the seaside along the way there, and I got a box and I put the Pandora ring in there. I made the Pandora ring myself and I put it in there along with some pictures of us outside of the box and what's not. And I went and I surprised her and asked her to be my Valentine, and she said yes. And so yeah.
That's quite romantic.
That is romantic.
More than I did.
Romantic. The Colemans. Who's more romantic?
I think my wife is consistently more romantic, while I'm romantic in bursts,
Yes.
Aha.
Gestures.
seasonal.
Gestures.
So, like as Kiana said with the rings, last year I decided to upgrade my wife's wedding set. So I did a collaboration with my sister when I was abroad, and so boom, here.
Big gestures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like you've been married for more than 10 years.
Oh, wow, I love it. All right, well, who's more neat? The Colemans? Who's
Tidy?
neater?
Are we talking neat, like tidy neat?
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say
Yeah.
tidy. Who's cleaner?
Oh,
It's me.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
cleaner.
definitely.
All right, we're
Do
not
you
gonna,
agree, Mr. Coleman?
Sure.
Yeah,
All right,
sure. We're not going to get into all the details, right? All of it.
Let's go Tiana and Shani.
Yeah, she's
Ah.
cleaner. Yeah.
And the Foresters?
She is.
Okay.
No protest.
You hear we're not asking who's the dirtiest, we're asking who's the cleanest. The viewers could figure out the rest after that question and those answers.
All right, who takes the longest to shower? The Foresters?
Definitely me. I like to ensure that and double check and triple check.
That's interesting, my brother.
That is.
Yeah.
No questions here. Shani and Tiana?
Me, because when I show, I need to have a whole show. So
Yeah.
Well, you know what? She does come from a performing background, so I imagine there's concerts taking place. And the Colemans?
You know my wife, but I remember once, many years ago, she really had me annoyed. So when she went to take the shower, I just turned off the breaker for the heat.
She was taking
Doing my long
extremely long.
He sounds like he is petty. Alrighty, now the next question is, who is the better singer? The Foresters?
Well, this one took us a while, but I would have to admit I'm the better singer. She sings well sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm a bit more consistent with it.
Oh, okay.
You guys have
Any protests, Mrs. Forrester?
Well, if you could look at our paper, I had a little circle in the middle because I feel like we were in a middle ground there.
Okay.
But Mr. Forrester, he insisted that
How many
he
choirs
is the
have you been in?
better one. So I submitted to his notion.
Okay, yes, yes. Tiana, I want to say that we might know what the answer is, but you never know. Maybe Shawnee might surprise us.
Shawnee.
without a doubt, me.
It's you. And the Colemans, who's the better singer of you two? Do you even try to sing?
I think I have a better internal voice, but,
Internal
but
voice.
there's a few songs that I do okay with at karaoke.
Okay.
Nice. So
you agree?
so you say your wife is the better one?
No, definitely not.
You don't sing?
Ooh, I sing, but terribly. Like, I would never go on KTV.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
That's
singing is
interesting.
about how you feel.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And better is subjective.
So for me, once it's like 80s songs,
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs is from Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Endless Love. So I do a pretty okay.
Yeah. I mean, I sing around the house. And sometimes when I'm singing, I feel like I sound amazing. Like, I feel like I sound better than the performer of the song, him or herself.
But turn
then
off the radio.
Then I record myself and I listen back. I'm like, wait, my wife is the better singer.
All right, guys, we're winding down here. Who takes longer to get ready? The Colemans?
Me, for sure. Because I
Okay.
have to put on makeup and all that good stuff. Lot of lotion,
Yeah.
lot of antiques.
There's a whole routine.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Tiana and Shani?
Definitely me.
Okay.
I could tell from the glitter.
Yes.
That would be me again because drying off, takes a while.
It's a what? It's a process.
It's a process.
It's a process.
You're an interesting character, my brother. I must give you that.
All right, well, I'm going to throw the question back to you guys. Who's more funny? Because I feel like we have an idea who it is.
Oh, do we?
Well, that
I do.
one is an interesting question because I've been a comedian all my life, but she takes it. She takes the cake.
Oh, I love it. Talk
She laughs for everything.
Okay.
See?
Well,
He often says I don't take things seriously, but come on, I look so much younger when I
you
laugh.
I agree.
So I'm happy to be the funniest one because I know I look younger.
Yes, I agree. And you guys in the middle, who's more funny?
definitely Tiana.
Yeah. She's a character.
And the Colemans, who's the comedian of the bunch?
My husband for sure. He makes me laugh a lot, and that I think is a very good foundation for our relationship, because even when I'm angry, he makes me laugh.
Are we
In my anger.
Are we talking corny men
Well,
jokes or
All of
funny
it, dad
jokes?
I love my dad jokes, but for example, you know, my wife is vertically challenged for those who know her. So I tell my son all the time, the little height that you have, you should kiss my feet.
Oh,
Because you get that from me, because if you left your ma, you have 4'10".
it's the jokes only a husband could say
Yes.
to his wife,
Yes,
right?
yes. Only he could get away with that. Only he could get away
I
with
could only
that.
laugh in innocence.
Paul, you like are about to cry over here. But yes, guys, we want to say thank you so much for sharing a bit of insight into your relationship just with the trivia. We have much more questions we want to be asking you guys after the break, but we got to take our first break. But before we go, Paul, we do have
Winner for our second giveaway.
yes, and that question was what did the driver give to Sarah while he was away for a week? What did you think the answer was, Paul?
Well, it's 7 apples, 7 days, and this doctor was in love
Interested,
with
yeah.
her, interested in her as well. So an apple a day
Keeps the doctor away. And that winner is Anna Chen. So you get 2 gift certificates from Tony's Barbecue. But we got to take our third break, and when we come back, the fun continues with OYE's Valentine's Day special. Stay with us.
Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, "What shall I do then with Jesus, which is called Christ?" Of the many important questions in the Bible, none are more important than these. What think you of Christ? Whose son is he? And what shall I do then with Jesus? The answer to these questions can determine where a person will spend eternity. In 1987, the Minnesota Twins baseball team won the American League pennant for the first time in 22 years. More than 50,000 people crowded into the Metrodome to welcome their victors home from Detroit. Banners were waving, horns were blaring. The crowd was cheering. The players were surrounded by members of the news media. One reporter in the crowd called out to Greg Gagne, the Twins' star shortstop, and commented, "This has got to be the greatest moment of your life." Quietly, Gagne replied, "Actually, no. That was the moment I asked Jesus Christ into my life." The greatest decision that anyone ever makes is when they do what Greg Gagne did. Read God's Word and answer how you too can make this important decision. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Welcome back to our OYE Valentine's Day special. If you're just tuning in here, we are live here at the Fort George Hotel and Spa. And Paul, this is a lovely location for persons who would like to take out their loved ones this Valentine's Day. But we have some representatives here with us to tell us a bit more about the infrastructure and the actual hotel and spa that is available to you guys as well. We have here with us Sherilyn Williams. She is the Director of Sales. Also with us is Rashim Pitts, and he is the manager on duty today. And our head chef is Paula Gonzalez in the middle. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning and welcome. Now, I mean, we have to point out the obvious. This is such a stunning location, and it's only been launched, I'd say, a couple weeks now.
About on February 1st officially.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes, sorry about that. Yeah, so for sure, we just recently launched on the 1st of February, so we're fairly new. We're just kind of navigating around right now.
Yes. What has it been like so far? I know that we were able to highlight this new facility on our news across the board as well. I'd say different media houses came to get a tour of what they can expect, what persons can expect when they stop by the Fort George Hotel and Spa. But let us know for persons who didn't get to see what you guys were sharing.
So absolutely, we've been having really great feedback, and that's a shared segment from our Belizean guests. Ultimately, their response is really meaningful to us. And of course, our in-house guests, our visitors to Belize in general, they've high traffic this location. Belize City is no stranger to business travelers, and so it has certainly been a great feedback we've been having.
Tell us about some of the features that we have here at this location.
So when we launched on the 1st, we officially replaced several different brands, of course, and we brought to our product a full-scale spa. That's one of the highlights in our segment today. And absolutely, we've added 30 plus deluxe style rooms and 3 penthouses that at some point we'll eventually get to introduce you guys to at some point. But yes, and then of course we have a full-service gym, a state-of-the-art, with state-of-the-art amenities inside there, the tree house, which is one of our proudest part of our edition. And of course we have our representative to kind of delve a little bit into the tree house.
I want to focus in this conversation on 2 of the amenities that you mentioned, and that's the spa and the tree house. I was able to stop by yesterday and get a salad from the tree house, and it was chef's kiss, amazing. But let's talk a bit about the spa, because that is newly added to the service that you guys provide here. What can we expect from the spa? What are some of the things that we can purchase there?
Yes, so the spa pretty much is full scale. We do have a line of products that's internationally recognized. So we sort of wanted to add a little bit of that element. We are looking at implementing and incorporating some of our local style products inside there, and the spa manager will eventually get to introduce that at some point. We have a salon, a full mani and pedi station.
Wow.
We have 4 support rooms for massages, couple massages, of course independent massages. We do have a sauna. And of course, it's open to walk-in reservations as well as appointments. Yeah.
Now, with Valentine's Day, you know you might get some bookings for those couples. Do we have any promotions currently going on for persons that are interested?
Yes, certainly. We couldn't have the spa running and operating without putting some special touch to the Valentine's celebration. And so, of course, we're offering a 14% off our Couples Delight for the
You got it.
Yes, for Valentine's. So for the entire month of February, the spa will be supporting and offering this 14%. So for couples specifically on a select service. Yeah.
Right.
Wonderful. And so we want to go over to Chef Paula. Hi. So tonight it's Valentine's Day, and one of the things that couples look out for, that's to at least, and a lot of times the expectation is placed on the husband or the man to make sure that he plans this properly. A dinner out on Valentine's night. And for you guys here, you have a menu planned.
Yes, so for this day we have a special menu for tonight. So we're gonna have 4-course meal. So we're gonna start with a butternut squash velouté with some goat cheese and some truffle croutons. As a second course, we're gonna have a beet salad that goes with herb goat cheese and some white balsamic vinaigrette. You have 2 options for main course. So we're gonna have a fish option and also a beef option, a steak option.
Wow.
So we have a salmon with a mustard honey glaze, and also we have the tenderloin with some chimichurri, and of course we cannot forget the dessert.
Yeah, what's the dessert?
Lovely.
So we have a coconut mousse with some red velvet on the bottom, and also we have a matcha cookie on the bottom and some merengues.
What's the inspiration for a lovely setup like this, I would imagine this will be an amazing experience. What's the inspiration?
Especially for you, Chef, because I imagine you have to craft this in your mind before you prepare it. So what went into your mind deciding what exactly our couples will be eating tonight?
Well, the thing is, to prepare all these kind of things, I'll try to think what I would like to eat, right? And also I have been here almost a month to checking what the customers want, right? So we know that one of the things that they eat the most is like the beef and fish, of course. And we're in Belize City that we have a lot of fish here, so that's why we want to introduce the salmon. And to planning this, basically was thinking all the flavors that we can provide to them, a good experience, more like a fine dining, something that we want to improve, to do here in Treehouse, like something more like fine dining. So I'll try to mix all the things that I know, all the things that we have, and create this.
So this is what visitors of the restaurant can expect going forward, this sort of elevated type of dining. And in terms of the menu at this time, what does it look like? Are we still crafting that?
Yes, exactly. That is something that we want to do in Treehouse, more like a fine dining experience in Belize City, because we want to have like a high class cuisine, like bringing international food, but if you just said that you came to it, so we have the local flavors, because we have had guests that say like, hey, it's very fine dining and international, but the flavors is Caribbean flavors, Belize flavors. So that is what we want to keep.
Now, just before we go over to Rashim, I just want to share with our viewers what this package costs for couples that would like to dine tonight for the Valentine's Day special. As you mentioned, it's a 4-course meal. It also includes a drink in there, I believe?
Yes.
Okay, how much does that cost?
So the menu is 4 course, and it's going to include one special cocktail that Rashim is going to talk about it. And the price is going to be $140 US per couple.
Okay. 140 US, and you want left full, pal.
No, and the experience and the elevation of the dishes, Sabrina, come on, man.
Yes. Well, let's get Rashim in the conversation, because we have some lovely drinks here on display as well. Talk to us about what we can purchase at the Treehouse drink-wise.
Okay, morning. First and foremost, welcome to the Fort George Hotel and Spa. So basically we have 4 cocktails placed before you guys. We have 2 smoothies and 2 alcoholic beers. Now, the green is the tropical tango. It's about 4 different fruits, all locally produced here as well. And it's just, also it adds spinach to it as well. So it's a more on the healthy side, also sweet. And in front of that, we have the pisco sour. So the pisco sour is originated from Peru. It's a grape, so it's something nice for the women. It has the nice flavor of the mint. And over the next side, the red. So that's the whiskey smash. So it's correct, that is correct. It has a base of the bourbon with the simple syrup and the lime juice. So both of these will be available on the Valentine's menu tonight. One for the female, one for the male. I'm not distinguishing anything, but you can drink both of them as well.
What's this one here?
That is the, let me just make sure.
It looks a bit like a cantaloupe or a pineapple.
Papaya. It's a kikakar papaya.
I like that.
Yeah, so basically it's the papaya base, but it also has a blend of the strawberry in it as well.
All right.
So, like I said, these are all available tonight. Also, we have our wine selection as well. So you guys, when you come out tonight, do ask our servers about the wine selection. I mean, it's, like I said, chef's kiss or bartender kiss, you would want to say.
So in the drinks menu, we can also expect that elevated experience just based on the drinks we have in front of us and it being described. I can't say I've heard about, I probably heard about one of these 4 drinks in front of us. So an elevated experience as well when it comes to the drinks you can have here.
That is correct. Like I said, we have the normal cocktails on the menu, but we try to focus, like which Chef Paula said, more of that fine dining experience. And of course, all of them are beautiful. Just come out and check out the menu, and then you guys can go from there.
I think what this does, Sabrina, this the offerings here, the drinks and the food, it really complements the location.
It does.
It complements the venue. You walk in here and you just feel a touch of class. All of a sudden I feel important. Like, where is my suite?
Is that something? Is that what you want your guests to feel when they come by?
That is correct. And like what Chef Paula mentioned is that they're combining the international cuisine with, of course, all the Caribbean flavors, so guests get that distinguished taste in their mouth. And of course, always remember the Fort George Hotel and Spa.
Yeah.
And also, I must say that we have a coffee base as well. We do have the lattes, the cappuccinos, espresso.
Yeah.
You guys should try that.
Yeah, bring it on.
So these are just some of the items that you can get tonight if you book for the couples Valentine's Day special. Aside from that, I'm sure persons can stop by at the Treehouse, have some lunch, have breakfast. Let us know your opening hours, just so we can know for persons who might not be able to make it for the Valentine's Day special, but would like to still stop by.
Okay, so for breakfast, we open at 6:30 to 11 a.m. And then from 11 to 4, we go into lunch. And then we have a slight break between 4 to 5 so the servers can set the tables back and get ready for our dinner for tonight. So at 5, we open for dinner, and then we close at 11. The kitchen, I believe, closes at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, and this is my last point, but yesterday when I went over the menu, one of the things that I appreciated the most, and I don't recall if I've seen this anywhere else, but you guys provide meals for all dietary I guess restrictions. I saw a V there for vegans, dairy-free, gluten-free. You don't get that often, and that for me was really important for persons, for everyone to stop by.
Yeah.
Even if they have dietary restrictions, they know that there's something for everyone there.
And what's important for me and what I liked about what I heard was the ability to get coffee early in the morning.
Yes.
So I
For
could
us
come
morning
here
show folks.
at 6:30 and I could get a nice cup of coffee. And for me, that's just brilliant and exceptional.
Yes. Well, guys, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for having us host our morning show Valentine's Day special here. I don't think we could have topped this one.
I know,
for
right?
sure. And for persons who would like to take part in the dining tonight, do you guys still have space? Do you have to reserve?
We do.
Okay.
Reservations are recommended. So Dreshim can.
Basically, we're booked out from 7 to 9 p.m. All the reservations are closed. So we're only open till 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. for reservation.
Okay.
And of course, you guys can always go on a what I would call a waiting list, because you know
Sometimes
People might
things
cancel.
happen.
people might cancel and people might finish early, want to do something else. But definitely, we guys can accommodate.
All right. Well, the Fort George Hotel and Spa. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you guys so much for having us and for also sharing just some of the things that we can get when we stop by here. But we got to take another quick break, and when we come back, the fun continues with our couples for this Open Your Eyes Valentine's Day special. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
All right, and welcome back. We are back with our lovely couples. We want to thank the staff over here at Fort George Hotel and Spa for that wonderful segment that we just had, displaying the food, displaying some of the drinks that will be available tonight for their Valentine's special. But we want to get right back into our discussions with the couples. And we have a game, and the game is called How Well Do You Know Your Partner? But before that game, for our viewers who have been tuned in and remains faithfully tuned in, we have a question for another giveaway. And the question, Sabrina, this is a Facebook giveaway. The question is, the Well, it's actually not a question. It's more of a challenge
Yeah.
per se. And it's the first couple to post a picture of themselves in the Facebook comments, right down there. You get yourself 2 gift certificates for Tony's barbecue. So we give away more barbecue to couples. And the challenge is simple: to post a picture of yourself, and we say yourself, we mean you and your partner,
Yes.
in the Facebook comments. So we're gonna get right to the winner as soon as we get that picture posted.
Yeah. All right. Well, the game continues. We are getting to know our partners, but we also want to know if these couples know each other, know their partners as well. So this is how it's going to go. We are going to ask the ladies to leave for this one, and we're going to be asking the men a series of questions, and they're supposed to answer based on what they think would be the answer of their partner.
Yeah.
So in this case, Tiana and Shani, who will be leaving? Shani will be leaving
first.
Okay.
All right.
So ladies, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Remove yourself from my set. Yeah. You just walk along,
All right.
walk along.
Now, they can't be listening. So the questions that we will be asking is based on what you know your partner to be.
Yeah.
The first is, what is her favorite color?
This one, yeah, don't get me on the wrong side. What is your favorite color? We're gonna move right along into the second question. What is the thing you love? What thing you love most about her? What's the thing that you love most about her? So.
Now give her no corny. Her
Yeah.
smile. Really
So
she
would respond to this. She would respond to this and say, "I believe that he loves this the most about me." Right? So
what do you think that she will say that you love most about her?
What is one thing she has too much of? Pride, maybe? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Too much shoes?
Yeah.
Too much clothes?
Yeah.
Too much attitude?
These are going to be popcorn questions, so y'all better be on your feet, because you can't come back and say, "Oh, I never answered that one there, I never know where to answer." Put something down.
Now, if you guys get this wrong, honestly, please just exit. When is her birthday?
I used to have a challenge with that one at first.
Really?
Earlier, yeah. So here's a good one. What size shoe does she wear?
All right, the next is, she doesn't like when I blank.
She doesn't like when I blank. What is the blank? Fill in the blank. She doesn't like when I blank. Next one. What is her favorite thing to do in her pastime? When she has downtime, free time, what's her favorite thing to do? Watch a movie, listen to music, paint, draw. I don't know. You tell me. Here's another one. I like this one, Sabrina. What is her favorite flavor of ice cream?
Mr. Farsa, you look like you really did think hard about that one day.
I feel like Tiana to get all of their answers correct, because she's
Tiana,
really excited.
you know when I said, oh, the one will finish out at the test first or the exam first, that don't mean you get all correct. All right, we are winding down. What was her first job?
Her first job. Yeah.
Tiana,
For the older couple, I know you have to jog your memory way back. Sakoman speaking to you.
That's on the tip of my tongue.
All right.
Wow.
And the last question is, what is her favorite song?
What is her favorite song? Let's put what's her favorite song currently. Because you have favorite songs throughout your life, right?
That's true.
But currently, what do you hear her listening to often? Her favorite song.
Or what do you think she would say is her favorite song?
That's a little bit difficult for me because it's a Spanish song and I don't speak Spanish.
That's fine. Just
So I could
scribble
put the
something,
artists,
Yeah. So while y'all answer that, we're gonna go and get back the ladies, and then we're gonna swap spots for the ladies, and then you'll have to submit your paper. No, actually, keep it with you. Please just don't let your partners see the answers, because they're gonna come and have to answer these questions for themselves. Right?
Do you guys feel confident in your answers? Most of them? Okay.
All
so
right,
can you leave the pens?
Leave the pens.
And then we'll have the
make your
ladies.
way off the set while the
Thank
ladies
you.
enter. Thank you so much.
Now, producer, can we have some other sheets of paper?
No, we have some
it.
sheets.
All
we
right,
have some
great.
paper. I don't think so. These your partners are very excited.
Pass
and
it
they
down,
seem
pass it down. Yeah.
pretty confident in their answers, and so we're gonna see.
Okay.
All right. You can sit here if you want to reach a bit closer. All right. So there's a total of 10 questions we're gonna ask, and you're gonna put the answer down, and these are answers pertinent to your partner, right? And as you hear the questions, you're gonna know. And so, Sab, you want to start it off?
All right. What is his favorite color?
What is his favorite color? I love it. I love it. I love it. Here's the next one, because these are popcorn questions. The thing you love most about him is, so that's basically saying, like, if he's asked what is something she loves the most about me, like, what would he say that answer is, right? The thing you love the most about him. So he'll probably say, oh, well, she loves this the most about me. You can make many things, it doesn't matter, but we have the next question coming up, so I don't know if you have time.
And that is, what is one thing he has too much of?
Yeah. Ego? I don't know.
Too much pride.
And here's the next one. When is her birthday? Moving right along.
What size shoe does she or he wear? All right, next is he or she doesn't like when I black. All right, Miss Shakira. The giggles.
My partner's favorite thing to do in their pastime is blank. What is your partner's favorite thing to do in their pastime? Listen to music, learn a new song,
read,
I don't know, play games, whatever that may be. Here's another one. What is your partner's favorite flavor of ice cream? You must know that one there, man. If nothing else, that's strawberry. As they say. Everybody
next is, what was your partner's first job?
Yeah, first job. Yeah, if I start work 14, 13, I start for no, but what's your partner, especially you, Miss Coleman?
Was he a bag boy at a grocery store?
All right, and then the final question, Sam.
What is your partner's favorite song? And this could be current
favorite song. You have many favorite songs throughout the years. What is it that your partner is listening to around the clock right now? Has it on repeat? Get in the vehicle, play it in the house. What's the partner favorite song? I'd say I'd give no Ali. Help right there. So what we're going to do now, Sam, we've given these ladies ample time to answer these questions. And so we're going to call in their partners back on set.
Ladies, do we feel confident in our answers?
So,
I think I get 8. 8 a pass.
Let's not show them the answers yet. Like, no make them try and leap it, because then we're going to put them on the spot, and then y'all are going to be on the spot as well. Just know they got the very same questions, and so we're going to keep things fair. Welcome back. Welcome back.
And guys, don't think too hard about it. If it's not correct, don't try to justify why they would have put that answer. So, you know, Mr. Forsyth, you're kind of right. No, though. Just say no. Yes or no. All right. Now, Mr. Forrester, Mr. Coleman, and Tiana, you guys answered this first question. What is your partner's favorite color? What was your answer?
Green.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, that's correct.
Tiana? Pink. Is that correct? Mr. Forrester?
Apple green.
Apple green. It's not correct.
What's your favorite color?
I have two favorite colors.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I have rose gold and mint green.
Oh, you know what
You're
though?
close. I would have given 50%.
I would too, because what's the difference between mint green and apple green?
One minty and one apple.
It's a mint green.
Uh-huh.
And apple green a little brighter than
Yeah, a little bright.
I mean,
There
I
are
am
so
bright,
many
but
different
yeah.
like shades. I just know green.
Yeah, Grace love green. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we'll give
I'm
you the
giving
point.
him his green.
All right, all right. The next question was, now we're gonna offer that same question to the ladies. Now, Mrs. Forrester, what is your husband's favorite color?
Blue.
Correct.
All right, simple, quite simple. Now, Shani, what is Tiana's favorite color?
Blue. That's correct.
You can see it in her hair, obviously.
And Mrs. Coleman?
Oh, green. Yeah, we're the same.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right, second question. The thing you love most about her is?
So the man.
Well, I wrote she's a great mother.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel
can't,
like
man.
there'll be any right or wrong answer
Yeah,
to
there-
this
it really
question.
won't.
But we're gonna move right along.
Mr. Forrester?
I wrote her heart. Like for God and other things, her heart.
Okay. And Tiana?
How open and honest she is.
Oh man, I feel
And ladies, how did you guys answer?
I love my husband's leadership, so I would say he's a great husband.
I love that. Shani?
I have patience and also her voice.
Okay.
Boys, yeah.
Love for God and others.
Lovely.
Wow, that's
Wonderful. All right. Now this one is going to get a bit funnier because we want to know, gentlemen, what is the one thing she has too much of? Mr. Forrester?
Laughter.
Well, that's kind of safe. You kind of played it safe there. I know. Valentine's Day, I get it.
Is that
Mr.
so-
Coleman?
I put Coke Zero.
Oh!
You know what? I love Coke Zero too.
Yeah.
I do.
No, we could hang. We could hang.
I love that. Sorry.
I have like 8 in the fridge right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. You, Tiana?
Definitely the attitude.
Oh, careful now. Careful. Now, Miss Shakira, what was your response?
I put clothes.
Clothes.
You
Okay.
have too much.
I do.
Okay, so you agree with that one.
And Shani, what does Tiana have too much of?
And I have too much energy.
Oh, I love that.
And you, Mrs. Coleman?
I put tools.
Oh.
We have tools everywhere, in every corner of the house.
Is it this engineering nature and love that causes that? I could imagine.
But you could never have too many tools. That's what he was
For
saying.
him. Well, I need to come over and get some
You
of
go borrow Ali's screwdriver.
Right?
All right. Now we want to know if you guys know each other's birthday. Mr. Forrester, when is Miss Shakira's birthday?
14th of November.
Is that correct? All right.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure because let me look up it.
And when is his birthday?
June 14th.
Year.
1983.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Coleman, do you know each other's birthday?
Yes, June 15th.
28 October.
Okay. Tiana, Shani?
December 29th.
November 30th.
Is that correct?
Okay. Tiana, look at camera. I'll make sure you're
All right, so moving right along. This one is interesting. I still can't answer this correctly, but hopefully you all were able to. What size shoe does your partner wear? Starting with Mr. Forrester.
This one I might get caught with.
Yeah, of course.
It's like 8.5-ish.
8.5-ish. Is it 8.5-ish?
Size 8.
8.
Have you ever fit in an 8.5?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. No, I'll give you the points for that one.
All right.
Yeah,
And your
8.5.
husband's foot size?
I have size 12 Sasquatch.
Is it correct?
Is that correct?
That is so correct.
How about you guys, Tiana and Shani?
She falls with an 8 and an 8.5. It depends on the shoes.
Okay.
Correct? And
Nice.
Tiana's foot size?
8.5.
Okay.
So no basically share on the footwear sometimes.
You know, Marie,
Sneakers are running with it?
I don't wear heels.
Ah, you wear sneakers. And she doesn't want to wear your sneakers.
No.
All right.
Okay. And the Colemans?
I had 5 or 5.5, depending if it's heels. 'Cause
Okay.
I do the shopping in the house, like
Do you?
clothes,
Oh, I
shoes,
love
and
that.
Would you shop for shoes?
shoes, clothes, like.
And she trusts you to do that?
Do you trust his sense of style?
Yeah, well, he calls me and he's like, I see this, what do you video call? And so we use technology.
Okay.
We use technology.
I get that. And what's his shoe size?
I put 9.5.
Is that correct?
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
So here's another one. My partner doesn't like when I...
Blank.
Mr. Forrester.
Leave clothes around.
Leave
Is that
clothes
correct,
around.
Miss Shakira?
Yeah?
Yes.
And for you, what's your response?
Fart.
Is that correct, Mr. Forrester? What are you talking about? Ladies don't fart.
He doesn't like when I do it
one
loudly.
does.
Like I do it in a really, really provoking way. Like
You know what? I can see the justification that you are the funnier one.
That's when I know she's up.
Moving along.
Moving along. Tiana and Shani, my partner doesn't like when I what?
Give her attitude.
Is that correct, Shani? Okay, and for you?
I had the same thing.
Is that correct, Tiana?
But there's an attitude relationship.
They got a lot of personality, man. And over here, the Colemans. My partner doesn't like when I what, Mr. Coleman?
Well, I've developed a thing that I do over the years, basically burping A-E-I-O-U. And then...
What?
Then sometimes I get in the white.
You mean the vowels?
Yep.
You burp the vowels?
Yes. I am very proud of it, and I taught the kids to do it too.
Oh, so the kids know it
So
as
you
well.
could fake burp.
No.
So then you hear me hollering,
So those are like, you could burp on command? Like if I tell you burp right now, could you burp?
Yeah, we don't want to burp on live
embarrass
TV.
my wife, but I do A-E-I-O-U, but then I try to get in the white.
Oh, wow. All right. Is that true? Is that what you hate?
it's very true.
You see, now I'm intrigued. I might actually want to come by to hear this thing live. And
for you?
I would say he doesn't like when I use profane language when I'm speaking.
Is that
So to speak.
Yeah.
But you know what? You have to.
cuss.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
no,
to show that you
bad
could be
word.
put too, you know.
Why is that?
Well, we were in we lived back in PIV back in the days. Then we were adjacent Gungulong. So a lot of time, I gal with that Gungulong naman.
Oh my.
Moving on. All right. What is her favorite thing to do in her pastime? The Foresters.
Scrolling Facebook or watching Netflix.
Is that correct, Miss Shakira?
yeah, I like Netflix.
That
You
sounds like it's
Netflix?
correct.
Yeah.
All right. And for him, what's his favorite thing to do in his pastime?
He reads the Bible and he sleeps.
Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Over here, the Colemans. What's your partner's favorite thing to do in his pastime?
He loves to fix cars.
Wow.
Yep.
So that
All
explains the
day, every
tools.
day. Yes.
That's relaxing for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for your wife?
Well, she loves those video games, no video game, well, whatever kind of games on the apps and all that.
She's very tech savvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And Tiana and Shani.
She rewatch all my singing videos.
Wow.
Do you agree? Is that your favorite thing to do in your pastime?
Interesting.
That
That's
is
love,
interesting.
right?
And you?
I have sing, dance, and game.
Is that your favorite thing about
Yeah.
Shani?
Yeah.
I feel like somehow just they try to agree with each other.
Just enough fight on
Just
set.
enough fight, but okay. We'll see if you guys can answer this one correctly. What is her favorite flavor of ice cream? Mr. Forrester.
Oh, this one was rough,
Was it?
but I finally chose to opt for passion fruit.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that correct?
I feel like that's
No?
some green apple. That white green apple? What is it? Kiwi?
I like 3 flavors. Kiwi. Kiwi.
What do you say?
Kiwi chocolate.
Uh-huh.
And vanilla. So those are my 3.
Wow, you were far off, Mr. Forrester. Passion fruit.
Because I don't eat ice cream a lot.
Ice cream that often, so she gave me less reference.
What's his favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
No, obviously.
And Tiana and Shani.
Hers is chocolate.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Tiana's?
There's bubble gum.
Is that correct? Okay. The Colemans?
What's your favorite?
No, you have to say what's her favorite.
What's her if you ask her? What's your favorite ice cream?
I hate ice cream.
So is that your answer?
No, but if she had to pick,
Oh, then
Vanilla?
I feel like you just switch this.
which one? No, I'm asking.
Okay.
Which one would you pick?
Oreo.
Oreo. Well, I had chocolate.
Okay.
It's similar. Yeah.
What's his favorite flavor of ice cream?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. I don't like olive.
Yeah, so you want it simple.
Yeah. In April, I would have called the other one Mox.
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 All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take you back in time a bit because we want to know if you know your partner's first job. What was their first place of employment? Starting with you, Ms. Shakira.
What was Mr. Forrester's first job?
I wrote teaching, but then I remember when he studied in New York, he was an HIV educator when he was at Fordham.
Was that your first job?
The only thing is that she didn't know that when I was a teenager, I was a messenger.
Oh, for where?
Learning new things.
Where did you work for?
I think it was Mel Mishmayan tours when that was up.
Okay. Nice.
What's that? It's taking you back?
She knows. She knows.
Oh, wow.
So connected from our teenage days.
Yeah.
We know each other, and
Okay.
and that's my family's tour
Business.
company.
All right, well,
Small world.
We'll get back to the family
Mr.
reunion later.
Forrester, what is Miss Shakira's first job, or what was Miss
Now,
Shakira's
I
first
know I
job?
will get this wrong, but she's worked a bunch of places, but I said bartender.
Was it? Were you a bartender?
Once in my yeah.
But what was your first? Was that your first job?
But no, it wasn't my first job.
So what was your first job?
My first job was helping a friend out in his computer repair shop.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiana and Shani?
Law firm.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you a lawyer in a previous life?
No, but
Paralegal?
when I came out of high school, I wasn't working, and I got an opportunity to work at a law firm, which I'm studying law, so that's what I've been doing since then, work at a law firm. So,
wow.
Okay.
And hers?
I'm not so sure because then she worked a lot of jobs, so I had either call center or yoga bean because I know it worked with a lot of jobs, so yeah.
Now, which is it?
No.
Hairstylist.
You were what?
Hairstylist.
Oh, okay.
So now you know something.
Now
new.
you know.
Well, my wife worked while she was doing junior college at ICB. And then her first job after college was at my alma mater, Edward T. York High School.
Correct?
Yes.
All right. And your husband?
Okay, so he clearly did OJT at Edward P. York, but when his first official job was at Foam and Furniture
Okay.
as a technician, I guess, dealing with the foam.
Upholstery?
Yes.
And that's correct.
Yes.
You know what I like there? The longer you're married, it seems, the more you know, the more you learn, and so you could answer that question quicker. You both got your answers wrong. No, she got you correct.
Shani had hers correct,
You
yeah.
got hers wrong, and then y'all were kind of questionable, but you still got it. So last question, quick answers, fire answers. And the question is, what is your partner's favorite song? Let's get right to it.
Well, the latest current song right now is He Will Manifest Himself.
Yeah, is that correct?
Yeah, that's
And
my
his?
tune. Gratitude from Brandon Lee.
Is that correct?
Oh,
Correct.
wow. I
All
love it.
right.
I love it.
Tiana and Shani?
To be honest, I have nothing because she sing everything and I think I like everything.
But if you were to choose one, It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite
accept
song
that?
right now?
Oh, my favorite song right now is a song that I would want to sing at my wedding. You know, it's called I don't remember the song they play in my head.
Yeah. What are the lyrics?
Sing it.
Sing it.
Would you still love me? So that's the song. My favorite song right now. Would you still love me?
And then hers?
Hers would either fall upon Hallelujah or When I Look at You, because she likes when I sing those songs. So yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. The Colemans?
Well, like I said, I don't know the song because I don't speak Spanish, but it would
Sing
be...
it, Fui.
I'm not even gonna try, but
Well,
it would be
uh-huh.
it would be something from who?
Prince Royce.
See, my answer right here, Prince Royce.
Wow. And that's correct?
Yes.
And then his?
Super obsessed. Oh, Freddie Mercury. He loves anything from Freddie Mercury.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, I'll say you seem like you know each other pretty well.
I like it.
I give them all a pass. I give them an 80, like Miss Shakira said.
80.
All right, guys. Well, we've been enjoying this, learning a bit about you guys. We want to say thank you so much for engaging with us so far, for sharing a bit of your personal stories with your partners as well. And we're happy to continue the show with you as well. Well, moving on, we have asked our viewers to comment in the comment section a picture of them and their loved one. And the first person to do so will get a gift certificate, 2 gift certificates, that is, from Tony's Barbecue. So after the break, we're going to find out who that person is. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind the scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. This is our Open Your Eyes Valentine's Day special. We had an amazing opportunity to meet 3 lovely couples, and we're just winding down the show now this morning. We want to say thank you to all of our couples that stopped by with us, and also thank you to our viewers for tuning in. We still have one final giveaway for you Facebook viewers as well, though, and this is how it goes. I have a heart that never beats. I have a home, but I never sleep. I can take a man's house and build another, and I love to play games with my many brothers. I'm a king among fools. Who am I?
Sabrina, I think you're gonna have to repeat that one more time.
Yes. So we want you guys to let us know the answer for this riddle. It goes like this. I have a heart that never beats. I have a home, but I never sleep. I can take a man's house and build another, and I love to play games with my many brothers. I'm a king among fools. Who am I?
And that's your challenge for this segment, and we're going to announce the winner as soon as we get that.
And of course, the person with the correct answer that comments that in the comment section of our Facebook page, they get 2 gift certificates from Tony's Barbecue.
In the meantime, we have a final challenge for our couples, right? We're gonna see which one of the 2 has what we say the sweet mouth. Yeah. Wali syrup pan the tongue, right? The sugar pan the lips. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna challenge one person from each couple to give a love speech to their partner. Something short, sweet, nice, and
heartfelt.
Heartfelt. That's the word I was looking for. Heartfelt. Something heartfelt. I would imagine just listening to me, you've decided who will be that person giving that speech. No time limits, no time restrictions. Just keep it less than half an hour and we'll be fine for the show. Please. I know some of you have a lot to say about your partner.
Yes, actually, I love that Miss Forrester said no sermons because you both are pastors, right?
Yeah.
So please, let's keep it short and
all
sweet.
Right, so we're putting you all on the spot, and so for this, we're going to go with the couple in the middle.
So who's going to give that love speech?
So Tiana or Shawnee, which one of you is going to give this speech? Tiana. Yeah, just keep it short, keep it simple. Let's hear what you have to say from your heart.
Who had to give a love speech to?
To Shawnee.
Not to we.
I mean, we're not your Valentine.
Ready for a licks across my head?
I could say so much about Shani. Like, she's done so much for me, like so much. You know, she's been there for me through hard times and what's not, and I really love and appreciate her for that. And she's put up with a lot of crazy things that I put her through, and you know, she's still stuck beside me through all of that. And she is there for me more than most people is there for me, you know, and I love her and I respect her, and you know, like I know I'll cry.
No, man, let's go.
That's good TV. That's good TV, you know.
It's like she came to me so unexpected. Like, I was not expecting her, like none at all. Like, I was so over like relationships and dating. Like, I know I'm young, but like I've been through a lot when it came to past relationships and what's not, and I was so over with it. And then when she came to me, she showed me like what love could have really been, what love really is like, and what it's like to know, like. So that will be my speech right there, because I don't want to be too in depth with it, you know, because I know I cry for a lot of people. So.
That was very heartwarming.
Yes,
What did you say,
was.
Sabrina?
I agree. I can feel the appreciation from you, Tiana. And I'm happy to know that in just 4 months, you have grown to love your partner in that way. And I'm hoping that it continues even 4 years from now, and you can be in the positions of the couples beside you that have even longer commitments with their partners. But let's move it over to the Forresters. Who's going to give that speech? All right, we're ready so we can see.
We're ready.
Shakira, from the first time I saw you on that news, it was a sad event, but it was so uplifting. Even though your son died, I began to rise because of the faith in your eyes, because of the faith coming from each word of your lip. And I know I needed such a strength, such a fire in my life. And since then, we became friends, and we became more than friends. And since then, I've been unwrapping the mystery that you are, the awe-inspiring fire that you are, blazing me, even broadening my horizon much more than I could ever imagine. And even now, as you move, I thank you for the muse that you continue to be as I continue this journey of unwrapping you. I love you.
Someone's cutting onions over here.
Okay, Shakespeare. That was beautiful.
Son, fly over here, man. Like.
Thank you,
Oh my
thank you
gosh.
very much, Kevin. That was touching. That was heartwarming and exactly what we were looking for. And I could see the blush. Miss Shakira's face. No, not today. I'm not after that speech.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have our final speech from the Coleman.
Who's gonna speak?
It's going to be me.
Wonderful. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I've been with my husband 24 years, and we know each other in and out, up and down, all around. And it has been a wonderful 24 years with you. And I immediately thought of the lyrics from 2 songs when I think about our love. And the first one is from Sting, Every Breath You Take. Especially the lines that says, and I even brought it up because it really moves me and I think about him in this moment, right? I'll change it up a bit because it says since you've gone, but he's not gone, he's here. but when you're gone, I feel lost without a trace. I dream at night and I only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold and I long for your embrace. I keep crying, baby, baby, please. That's my speech.
Aww.
Not like literal tears, Sabrina.
You okay, man? I love it. I want to say again, a special thank you. We have our producer behind the scenes literally going for tissues for herself. But I can definitely feel the love and admiration between each and every one of the couples here this morning. Definitely. I can tell that there's a lot of love and respect. And I'm hoping that we can see many more couples here in Belize that share the type of bonds and relationship that each and every one of you have here this morning. I know that they always say, you don't only treat your partner right on Valentine's Day, and I can feel that you guys do much more than that.
Quickly, my wife has been with me from I had a little 20 by 20 plywood house that you could see the zinc. Mm-hmm. Then when the baby born, we put he's ceiling. And then she had a hard time getting to school, so I bought her a bicycle. No, we don't ride bicycles anymore. But,
And you don't have the same.
No, she's my ride or die. So she was with me when I started out minimum wage, out of 6 farm. I needed a job. And now she's with me, not making so much minimum wage anymore. But, we've been there from barely could afford, quarter pound of salami, and now we buy salami by the case.
You buy the whole cow now.
I mean, so I know that my wife is with me because of love, and we worked and we built her. Like the Jeffersons, if you're old enough, moving on up.
Yeah.
Love that.
I think my last question to each and every one of you is to give our lovers and viewers some advice on how to celebrate Valentine's Day or to really just love someone else. What is your advice to them? The Forsters?
Both of us need to.
Sure.
My advice is go beyond the looks. Go into the substance, and to get that you have to go into God to get that substance, because God knows that person inside out. And I just want to encourage them to find out, get that insight first, so as to have that overwhelming, wonderful relationship.
Yeah.
You have something to say?
Yeah. I would just like to encourage those who they have somebody, and even if they don't have somebody, it's okay to start over. It's okay to give love a chance, and pure, genuine love, not the fictional love, not the ones that we see on TV, but the authentic love, the one, that would see beyond their flaws, their mistakes, the one that is willing to go down deep and say, don't worry, in the bad and the good, I am here with you. And of course, I will always encourage everyone to keep God at the center of your relationship, because we can't give what we don't have.
Yeah.
Shawnee?
As
Shakira?
Yes, as Ms. Shakira said, keep God in the center of relationship, and also get to know someone before you make further steps. And also I learned that age is just a number, because you can be younger and they have people that are older and they act the same way. So, and I learned that between me and Tiana, because I am older than her, and she is mature. She is more mature than people I date that are older. So I learned that I learned in this relationship that age is just a number, and maturity is it doesn't play as an age.
Yeah. Tiana?
Where I would advise them is that, take precautions, like when I first get into this relationship, I was being very precautious about it, because I generally felt like I couldn't trust anyone, especially with the type of love I give off. So just be very precautious and take your time. Make sure that the right person you're the look upon or what's not,
Yeah.
Mr. Coleman?
Well, my advice would be more practical. For a lot of couples, make sure you're on the same level in terms of what you want with your goals. Don't overextend yourself. Don't waste your money. A lot of relationships break up due to finance.
Yeah.
So you need to save. You need to have practical goals. Don't, especially when you're new in the relationship, you get your needs and not so much your wants. Try to get the house out of the way early, so by the time you're 35, you're done with the mortgage. And because if you don't have the same vision with money, if you have a spender and a saver, that won't work. You guys need to meet somewhere in the middle, because so many couples break up due to money. So I always say it's not something that people talk about much, but if you're going to make it work, you need to have good financial goals and be practical about needs and wants. So you might want a brand new car, but you can afford a 2010 something. So do that. Don't get yourself deep in debt, because that right there is a relationship killer.
Yeah. Ms. Coleman?
Okay. Well, of course, I agree with what my husband said, but I also think that we don't, as the modern women, we don't always need to be the leader in the relationship. We can let our partner lead. We can compromise. I think compromise is a very big deal in a relationship. So my top advice would be to compromise with your partner. You know, if they can lead, let them. You don't always have to be in the front, you know, and it's okay, because you can trust the person who's leading you. If you can't trust that person, then that's not the person for you.
Wonderful. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to tell you all about your prizes. And so we're going to start with the Colemans. And so for the Colemans, you guys will receive a one gift package courtesy Santiago Castillo Limited, as well as one gift basket courtesy Grace Kennedy Belize Limited, sip and paint for two courtesy The Tradition at the Pickwick. So I'm going to do a little painting, put down their tools and everything else. One gift package courtesy The Fine Taste, $100 gift certificate courtesy The Guava Lim Cafe, and one bottle Barefoot wine courtesy The V Department Store.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. And for our couple in the middle, we have one gift package courtesy Santiago Castillo Limited, one gift basket courtesy Grace Kennedy Belize Limited, one Bath and Body gift set courtesy Curdian's Couture, one bottle of Barefoot wine courtesy The V Department Store, two barbecue chicken courtesy Tony's Barbecue, and a liter of strawberry Irish cream and a liter of original Irish cream courtesy Mecca's.
And for the lovely Foresters, you guys get one gift package courtesy Santiago Castillo Limited, one gift basket courtesy Grace Kennedy Limited, $100 gift certificate courtesy The It Store, one bottle Barefoot wine courtesy The V Department, two barbecue chicken courtesy
Tony's
Barbecue, and one bottle of sangria courtesy Sangria Mia. And of
I
course,
love it.
we want to thank you all for being on set with us this morning and for making it a lovely time. And Sabrina would also like to big up our sponsors.
Yes, of course, because we couldn't give away these amazing prizes without our sponsors this morning. I first want to say a special thank you to Pink for sponsoring my outfit this morning. Sorry, you never get in and I have nothing but Pink for you.
Moving on.
And we also want to say thank you to Sancas, Grace Kennedy Belize Limited, Guava Lim, The V Department Store, Sangria Mia, Mecca's, The It Store, Fine Taste, The Tradition, and lastly, Tony's Barbecue. But of course, we can't forget our beautiful location. We are currently at the Fort George Hotel and Spa. I want to say again, thank you to our lovely couples for stopping by, sharing their stories. Also, happy Valentine's Day to all of our viewers, even you single ones. And please don't rush into a relationship just to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Right.
There's Galentines as well for the ladies that just want to hang out with their friends. Valentines for the boys' night. Do whatever you want to do. And for me, I think the meaning of Valentine's Day isn't just about those couples, but it's about sharing love with each and every person as well. So you can celebrate Valentine's Day with your child. You can celebrate Valentine's Day with your friends, with your parents, or you can just do it for yourself. No better person to love than yourself. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com. You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, as well as Instagram at OYE Belize. Thanks so much for joining us, and please join us again on Monday as you open your eyes
And start your morning right.
Oh, today's
Today is Wednesday.
It felt like a Friday. Join us again tomorrow as you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
And your hearts open.
have a wonderful Wednesday.
Open Your Eyes Valentine Special was brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited, Smart, Quality Poultry Products, New Dawn Realty, Premier Wines and Spirits, National Bank of Belize, and Travelers Liquor.